Hello friends, welcome to Codeboard. In this video, we will study about typecasting in Java. So typecasting is a term associated with data types. So if you don't know what data types are, we have a separate video on it. I suggest you watch it before this. The link is in the description box below. So let's get started with today's video. Typecasting is a process of converting one data type value to other. So for example, if we want to convert integer to double or from double value to integer value, we use typecasting in that case. We have two types of typecasting. One which is done directly by the compiler and the other which needs to be done manually. So before seeing both of them, let's first revise our data types. Now starting from byte, we have 8 primitive data types in Java. Byte is the smallest with 8 bits. Then comes short, then comes int with 32 bits, then long, float and double. And then we have boolean and char. For typecasting, byte, short, int, long, float, double are important. And their size matters a lot. So let's see how it works. We'll be seeing automatic or widening typecasting, which is done directly by the compiler. In this, target type should be greater than source type. That is, when we want to convert from integer to double, the double is target type, which is greater than the source type, which is int. In that case, automatic casting is used. Let's see how. Suppose we have int I equal to 3. Then let's take float f, long L and double D. So if I want to convert integer to all three of this, I can do it directly by assigning the value because the conversion part is handled by the compiler. So I can say f equal to I. Here I am just assigning, not converting anything because the compiler is going to convert. Then we have L equal to I and D equal to I. In this way, integer value can directly be assigned to long, float and double. Let's print this. Float value of I is f. Similarly, for long and double will do. So if we run this, we have the converted values of I. For float and double, it is 3.0. So it is converted to those data types. So in this way, typecasting, that is automatic typecasting, works. Similar thing we can do with, so after int, long comes. So since int, long, float and double are widely used, I am using those data types to show you. So after this long, so let's say if we have L equal to 4000, float and double are directly going to take the value of L. So f equal to L and D equal to L. So we can directly assign it to float and double without typecasting. Similarly, double also takes float because it is a greater target type. So in this way, if the target type is greater than the source type, automatic typecasting is done. But what if I do f equal to D? I get error here that cannot convert from double to float. This is because we cannot directly convert from double to float because float is a smaller data type. So in this case, narrow or manual casting is used. Let's see how we can do this. So if I want to convert from double to float, I'll have to do f equal to D, but since it shows error, I will have to write before D the data type in which I want to convert. So I'll write float. If we give the data type here, this is known as typecasting, that is manual typecasting. In this way, we have converted from double to float. Similarly, I equal to, so we have to mention in the brackets the target data type. So I equal to int D. So if I print this, we have not given the value to D, so let's say D is 0.0. So if I print float value of D, an integer value of t, which is I. So in this way our values are converted. So 50,000.0 is converted to direct 50,000, that is integer value. So in this case, while converting to integer, the values after point is not considered. If we have this double equal to 5.8, and if we now convert, so the value of the point is ignored and 5 comes in the integer value. So it is not going to round off to 6, but 5 is taken. Similarly, if you want to give a value to integer, you have to do I, again the target data type, and simply F. So in this way you can convert from one data type to another. There is also char, right? So if I say char C equal to E, in this case what will happen? Will this be converted to integer? Let's see what happens. So if I say I equal to C, I don't need to do any typecasting here. But if I print this integer value of I, so here we can see instead of E, the ASCII value of E is printed, that is 101. So if you convert character to integer, it is converted in this way. This was about typecasting, guys. In the next video, we will see next concepts of Java. So stay tuned and subscribe to our channel. Also like and share this video. Thank you.